But I guess.
Or if you guys want to graduate, you guys do the class. You guys get it done.
But you say they're in math class, so I guess they can't do that to begin with.
Possibly. That is one where you're gonna have to break down square root of 45. Where if there's any perfect squares, you can take it out of it. Do you guys understand the example of breaking down the square root?
Okay, but look.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
No, she got it
No,
wrong.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Oh, and then
Yeah,
it
you
gave you
gotta
the
break
right
that number down into its prime factors. And then if you've got something squared, you can take it out.
No, I know the square root of 45.
So you've got square root of 45? Well, that would break down into, if you do the prime factorization, that would break down into 3 times 3 times 5. Or 9 times 5. Now, if you've got a pair inside the square root, then you can take it out. The square root of 3 squared would just be 3.
Where do you get your 45 from?
Just an example.
What?
It's just we just picked a number.
Did you I meant what number would probably be that we could do. I was finishing mine.
Oh, 12 or 13. Whichever one you're on. So this 3 would come out to be a single 3 on the outside. So a pair inside becomes 1 outside. That's what they want you to do if you had 45.
It wants you to take the square root of
You gotta find the
175.
prime factorization, and then every pair can come out and become 1. Because you can do the square root of 2 3's, which is 1 3.
9 and 5 is 45, and then you're going to do 3 and 3 and 5. Gotcha.
Would it be a minus thing to
Okay.
minus 175?
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do you include the minus sign in this problem?
That's all. You know?
You can have one positive and one negative.
No, okay. If I'm doing,
Okay.
would I try to find the square root of a negative 18?
No, it would be positive 18, because to get x squared by itself, you have to add 18 over to the other side. You're trying to get the x squared by itself. So to get x squared by itself, you're going to have to add 18 over to the other side. So you'd have x squared equals 18. Okay, then you take the square root of 18. Okay? Yeah, I feel like I need to keep turning in stuff. You guys are okay with that?
I came up with this number right here.
Well, no, you got to break it down like I did on the quiz. You got to break 18 down just like I broke down 45, 45. Do you remember that from last time?
Yeah, but I don't remember how to do it. But I do remember that when you said that. 3 times 3.
So negative. Now, is that comma inside your square root? I'm not going to like that. I'm going to put it
I
clean.
know. I feel the same way.
I get to write anything half the time. Plugging in.
Yeah, the comma's going to be on the outside.
I think we'll like
Or
this a
outside
little
the
bit
square
more
root,
once we
sorry.
get to the quadratic terminal, because that's what we did. And we'll remember that. We'll start to hit it. Because I remember we needed that.
I put 18.
Thank you, by the way.
I remember.
Leslie comes, she brings the fruit
Yeah.
bar with her.
From 2 to 4.
Yeah. You're right. It is a tree.
You know, there was an math class for 150.
That's right, it is a tree. A tree, you have to use a tree to do this. How do you do that? Do you know what we're talking about?
Three, 396.
No, mine's 175.
Let's do 175 then.
The best one.
You do 175.
Well, that does not square root
Perfectly.
nicely. Okay, so.
So I divide it by 5 and I get 35 5.
There you go. Very cool.
Okay, and then I get 7 and 5. So that leaves me with 7 5 5.
So you have 7 times 5 squared and the square root. The square root of 5 squared pops out, becomes 5. So 5 square root of 7. Now you just made that a nice easy number.
Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 2 is not, it's just square root of 2.
Makes sense?
Yeah.
That problem that you've got up there,
Thank you.
isn't that called something like a tree, some kind of a tree?
Yeah, that's what, yeah, you can do it like that. We
So you got 7 times 5 times 5, so you can take out 1 5.
Do you want to just do this number?
Okay, now, can you give us an example, because this is so long.
Do you want to do
The only thing
18?
that goes into it is
Yeah,
one in
but
itself.
What we need
I just forgot how to work the tree.
So it's just not by itself, but you also got to divide.
Well, 18 I would break down into 9 times 2.
Okay.
And then 9 is 3 times
So divide
3
everything by 2.
times 2.
Makes sense?
So the factorization
She
of
just
that would
brought
be
me
3
through
times
it.
3 times 2.
Okay.
Okay. So then a 3 could come out of your square root, and a 2 would be left
X squared
inside.
is 3.
So it would be 3 square root of 2.
Okay.
3 times the square root of 2, is that
Just like when you
what you're saying there?
divide,
Okay.
then we're going to get rid of the 2.
Squared equals 3.
Then you do the square root.
So if there's a match, one comes out.
Square root of 1.
There will be a match, because there has to be for this.
And then the same square root of 3.
Yeah, you guys, you're looking for perfect squares to take out. Like you can take out your 9s, you can take out your 16s, your 25s, 36s. You're looking for perfect
X
squares.
equals square root of 3.
Last year. See how we took out that 3 and you put it here?
Mhm.
And then Tuesday went inside.
Okay.
Yeah, you know how to do that.
Squared equals the square root of 3.
Yeah, that's the square root.
Alright, did you guys get 12 and 13?
Right, okay, but it's just asking for x, it's not asking for x squared.
Oh, 13's easy.
When you square root it, you got rid of the x squared.
Oh.
Is there an answer?
X equals plus or minus the square root of 3. So I have to put that in and stop it.
Yes, you do. So x equals.
Alright, keep going if you're getting them. Yeah, because it's not the square root. It's x squared equals 13, so x would be the square root of 13.
That's what I'm saying. I usually can get the right answer.
Where do I
but
find
putting
that,
in-
plus minus? Is there a button for this, plus or minus, or do I write plus that and then minus that?
Yeah, there's no plus minus button.
There should be. There should
Yeah,
be.
it would be so much easier.
Such a sore subject with them. They will not add the plus minus button.
Well, they show us a solution as plus minus.
Yeah, because normally you'd write it as plus minus.
Yeah.
They just didn't code it at the beginning, and now like they've got so much stuff programmed in there that they would have to go back and fix all kinds of stuff to accept the plus minus button. They just don't want to.
And how much am I paying for this program?
What?
Okay, I got, there's that.
That's your answer.
That-
It's plus or minus this, and then negative of this.
Okay.
So you got 3 root 2,
Oh yeah.
comma,
They're good.
minus 3 root 2.
Is that how you spell it? 3 root 2.
3 root 2.
Now I have to.
Comma.
And then minus that same thing. So it's just like
Negative.
saying,
3, like that?
yeah, see, it's just like saying the same thing, plus or minus.
Plus or minus, yeah. But you've got to write them
Always
separately.
square
In
by
order
itself.
for the
Positive
computer.
and the
We're all
negative.
over on this side?
Okay, and this is my
Well, see,
x,
it says you
right?
Yes.
and then this is square root.
You want to put that in your
Oh,
answer plan.
and that's it right here.
Yeah, that's
Right?
that right there, yes.
Okay, so A would be 1.
Mhm.
Okay. Just a lot more
Are you guys up to quadratic formula?
Yeah.
We would start on quadratic formula?
Wait, just give us a minute on this. I want to finish one problem.
Remember that. I remember us spending a day every meeting. There was no day after that.
Yeah, we spent
Okay. I was hoping to get a
This will be
chance to go
interesting.
through it, but I didn't
You guys
know.
might know how to turn on the sound on this thing.
Go down to your start menu.
or is it
No, the volume is on here.
It doesn't show it's on here.
Yeah, it does.
Where?
Cause he doesn't have a little thing around it. He doesn't have a little red thing. See like mine? Got the little red edge.
Really? Thank you. I know, it's ridiculous. Alright guys, get ready. This may be too loud.
Or not?
There might be something else. Oh. See, it's putting out sound. Something else is off.
Is it the thing underneath? That's what they usually mess with when I see them do it.
Technology.
I know, so we have so much of it that it's hard to put it all together.
No? The thing is on, the box is on.
Is there anything between that and this?
Why don't you just sing it?
Okay.
Sing it.
You guys sing with me though.
No.
Yes. Do you guys know Pop Goes the Weasel?
Yes.
Do 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 do. Okay. You guys know the quadratic formula? Let's write it down. X equals -b plus or minus
The square root
of
b squared
b squared minus 4ac
over.
all over 2a.
That's the quadratic formula?
Remember that? We've seen that.
Oof.
You've seen that.
What have we
It
been
looks
doing up
complicated, but it's
there
not
then?
that complicated.
That's the square root method. Okay, guys, singing. Alright, on the count of 3.
X equals
1, 2, 3. X equals -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. That was weak.
Well, I didn't know what we were
Alright.
saying, but now I do. I'm
Alright.
ready.
That was weak. Alright, we're ready to do it again. Good this time,
So
okay?
on this,
Don't say I never entertained you.
so right here, this all
I think it's
thing
weird.
right here.
All over
That's versus
2a. Okay, let's do it again. X equals -b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. See, that's fun, isn't it?
This is fun.
Yeah.
I got overly excited.
Now, you have no excuse for not remembering the formula. You can just sing it to yourself. Okay? And it works if you can sing it to something that you're a lot more likely to
Yeah, I
remember
know.
it. Okay? So let's try a problem with this formula. Now don't like number 14, that's too easy. Let's try number 15.
What are you doing?
Right from both ends.
Let's try number 15.
Plus the square root of 49.
Okay.
Minus the square root of 27. That's 34. Is that
Okay, 15 says 11p plus 2p squared equals -5.
Oh, it's
Now what do I need to do before I do anything else?
Reorder them.
Okay, gotta get 0 on the right hand side, or 0 on one side. So I need to add 5 to both sides. Okay? You have to have everything on one side before you do anything. Okay? And then I want to reorder that so that my p squared is first and my p is second. Now that's not mandatory, but it might help you so you don't mess up your a and your b. Okay? Now I want to identify my a, b, and c and plug them into the formula. So my a would be 2, because I've got 2p squared. My b would be 11, and my c is positive 5. Okay? Okay, let's plug into the formula now. Okay, so I've got x equals, or p equals in this case, negative b, so negative 11. And if b was already negative, you would make it positive. Plus or minus square root, big square root, b squared minus 4 times a times c, so times 2 times 5, all over 2 times a. Okay, now the number one mistakes that we do here are involving negative numbers, specifically when your b is negative. Now here my b is positive, but if my b was negative, then I would have a positive number in front, and I would need to square a negative number inside the square root. Okay? Now you guys need to remember, anything you square right here, the answer should be positive. Positive squared is positive, negative squared is also positive. Now I highly, highly recommend you guys do the stuff inside the square root all in one shot. So put that stuff inside your square root. Don't put the square root in the calculator, just the stuff inside it. Put that stuff in all at once. So 11 squared minus 4 times 2 times 5.
Which makes it strong for us.
Now, if you don't have a graphing calculator, you can do the 11 squared separately, and then minus 4 times 2 times 5.
Now I got 81 there. Okay?
Now, what is a b in your problem?
My b in my problem was 11.
Okay, so
Are you doing your problem?
Um,
Your b.
I got 11 plus 5p squared is minus 2, equals to minus 2.
Are you trying to do yours, or are you trying to do mine?
Yeah.
So you need to do a couple of steps before you start with that. You need to move that 2 over.
Make the 0 here.
You've already got one done over here.
These are from last year.
Last year? Okay. So this is the same thing. This is the exact same thing.
Okay. Okay.
So you got to get everything in order like this, and then you can see your A, your B, and your C.
Okay.
Okay?
When I multiply, do I include this minus sign, or do I leave that out and then just say minus whatever number I end up with?
No, because then here you only had 1 minus, and then you had positive, positive, positive. And here you change that to 2 minuses.
Is that wrong?
Yes.
Okay, so this
that
should
negative
be
32 should not be there.
right. It should just be regular 32.
Regular 32, because 4 times 2 times 4 should be positive.
Okay, so I don't take negative 4
I would treat
times
it
2 times 4.
correct.
Okay,
You
now,
just treat it like a minus sign.
on this problem, he used a square. I've got 11 feet, so where would that go?
You need to rearrange it so that your p squared is first, and then treat that like your x squared.
Okay, so it would come up here, it would be 5 squared. And then 3 if it's like here, it's got a -2, so instead of that plus, it's going to be a minus.
No, you need to move that over to the other side. You gotta have everything on the left side. So you need to do +2 on both sides.
It would be here +2.
And there +2.
So that's just
You just go and put the +2 after that, yeah.
Lord, how is
Dividing it by perfect squares. You see if they come into it. 2, 9, 16, 25. No, it may not have one. But on this one, is also perfect square. It is. It's the very 1920.
24 times 9 is 260.
And then split this into one number with a plus and two with a minus. 14.
When you put 9 in the
She's saying you
calculator,
lost
how do you get plus or minus to go in the
You don't, you solve that separately. You're gonna solve it down here.
Plus 19
Okay,
over
so
14 is
this
negative
part right
minus
here,
19 over 14.
that's
You
where
got
I'm
two
coming down
numbers.
to solving this
No, because you
in
took
the
the square root.
calculator, right?
You took the square root, it's a whole number.
Did you take 4 times 1 times 19 and that gave you?
Yeah, let me finish.
Oh no,
Let me
I've got
finish
something
mine up
about
here.
that.
We're not finished yet.
Later.
Okay, so we should have worked out on here one with a perfect square.
31.
And 31 is
So square root of 81 is positive 9. Okay, now I need to what I need to do from here is split this into two separate answers. So one answer would have the plus on top. So I have negative 11 plus 9 over 4. And minus 9 over 4. I split that into the positive answer and the negative answer. And then I just want to simplify those two fractions. So negative 11 plus 9 is negative 2 over 4. Negative 11 minus 9 is negative 20 over 4. And then simplify those into negative 1/2 and negative 5. Those are my two answers.
Right.
Hey, does anybody have a highlighter?
Now, you guys, when you end up with, when you do the quadratic formula, if you end up with like two rational number answers where there's no square roots in your answer, that means you could have factored it. So this is a problem that would have factored if you had tried to factor it.
When you said to put the whole thing in.
That's all that means.
When you said you put the whole thing in the calculator. He gave us two
So
different.
type it in just like you wrote it. The stuff under the square root.
Okay. So 48.
Alright, so 11 squared minus, no, that's negative. You want to do the minus sign. You're subtracting. I forgot to do that. guys got 15, go on and look at 14 or 16. See if you can do some other ones. Quadratic formula. That would just be 0. Now, 225, the square root of 225 is 50. And then also when you take the square root of 225 and just square it troubleshoot. You don't have that symbol there anymore, so you actually did the square root.
What number did you say was that?
Other quadratic formula. I think 14 was 1 and 16 probably is.
Times e to the second power, oops. That's a lot of numbers.
Okay, 121 is a perfect square. It's 11. So you'd have negative 21 plus or minus 11 all over 8.
Over 8.
That's
So that's 5.
yeah.
5, 5.
So that's fine. So it becomes 11. That's 11 plus minus 1.
Just like I did up there. How does 5 make 1?
Yeah, because we just did this.
1.
Square root of 5. Square root of 5 is 7.
Right. All of it over 8.
But I gotta think where to simplify that. I know both
If your
columns.
A is 1,
Negative 11 plus 5 over 8 and negative 11 minus 5 over 8.
yeah, because you got rid of that number. If you had a number in front, you had to do an extra step. You get rid of it.
Negative 11 plus 5.
Minus 4 and minus 1. That's when you need the extra step. Sarah, do you have your hand up down there? Well, you just use your graphing calculator. Oh, okay. You just figure out they're all 4 of them are in different quadrants. Some on the bottom, some on the left, and some on the right. You can figure it out pretty easily. Both of you guys have your hand up.
I'm to this point right here.
Okay. So what's the square root of 18? Don't overthink this. It's just 9.
If I could figure out what I did wrong.
Actually, you have the same numbers that I do. Sort of, only.
Yeah, this was over here and that.
But you'd have a 10 on the bottom because you've got 2
This
times
is a
5
copy
should be
check
10
number.
here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You can't do anything with that, so just leave it alone.
Okay, I didn't know.
Just split it into the plus and minus answer.
Okay.
Now, square root of 18 is